one of our workers fall? Why does that happen? So, what do you guys think? Does he wear a proper PPE in the construction site or not? But first, what is PPE? Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nara Pikasha Bibi binti Dana Hakim, and today I'm gonna introduce to you guys what is PPE. So, what is PPE? PPE is actually a short form of personal protective equipment, which is an effective tool for protecting workers from occupational hazard. It is important to choose the right one based on the complexity of the job and the level of security desired. And this is the example of the PPE that we will discuss for today. So let us go through one by one.
So for the first PPE is head protection, which is helmet.
Due to falling debris and other associated injuries, there is a greater risk of head injury on construction site. Before entering the work site, site engineers and all construction workers participating in the site operation should put on protective helmet or hard hat and keep it on all the time. The safety must follow the requirement outlined in specialized department technical guidelines, which are based on international standards such as OSHA. The safety officer may check the safety helmet to ensure that they are secure and reliable to use. It should be free from cracks, and other proper shock absorbing lining of helmet should be in good condition.
Next is body protection, which is safety vest.
Construction workers should wear appropriate protective equipment to protect themselves from potential hazards such as weather shift, electricity impacts, and other dangers. A mirror vest is recommended for site engineers to maintain visibility when performing site inspectors and other site activities, like this. So, this is the safety vest that you should wear on this construction site.
Third is foot protection, which is boot.
To protect the feet from potential injury, all construction workers should wear safety shoes to be worn will be detected by the possible hazard and the design of the job. It must meet the requirement of the safety standard and specification. Protection shoes with a steel toe cap and steel sole should be used for the work site use as an alternative material. Is also suitable as long as it meets the safety requirement. Non-contractive boot must be worn by workers employed in electrical installation.
The next one is hand protection, which is gloves.
Protection gloves must be worn by anyone that will handling rough, sharp, or excessively coarse materials such as reinforcement bar, wood, precast concrete, radioactive, mechanical, or hard material. This hand protection must be made of material that can withstand the risks associated with such activities. Gloves of various types are needed for site workers, depending on their job description. For example, when handling sandblasting and other materials, chrome leather gloves should be worn. Handling rough materials necessitates the use of fabric gloves, while electricians should wear insulated rubber gloves.
Number 5 is eye protection, which is safety glass.
When a construction worker's job poses a danger of hazard to their eyes and face, they must be provided with eye and face protection. They function as machine operators, welders, and bar benders, among other things. Eyeglasses with protected lenses as well as goggles that can be worn without interfering with their work are needed for those employees whose vision necessitates the use of medical spectacles.
Next is face protection, which is face mask.
Next, a loose-fitting disposable device that covers the wearer's mouth and nose to provide a physical barrier between them and those around them. It protects the wearer from large particle droplets or splatters that may contain germs, as well as reducing amount of saliva and respiratory secretion passed on to others.
7 is ear protection, which is hearing protection.
If the noise levels on the site become too much to bear, site workers will need to wear ear protection. Ear protecting hazard inserted into the ear in the form of a headset, rubber earplug, or earmuff must meet international protection requirement. It is not permitted to use plain cotton in the ear to suppress construction noise.
Number 8 is safety harness.
Employees on the site who are employed at a height of more than 2 meters must be fitted with a safety harness or belt to prevent them from falling. The safety harness anchorage point must be at least 5 meters above the worker head. So, this point should be able to withstand a force at least 5,000 pounds, which is equals to 2,275 kg. Nylon or material with thickness of at least 1 cm should be used. For protection, the hooks should be equipped with a double locking mechanism that can only be opened by pressing both sections at the same time.
9 is nose protection, which is respirators.
When employed on a construction site, workers are often exposed to hazards, including dust, fumes, and vapors. When choosing lung protective equipment, it is important to make sure the item suits the intended customer properly. If respiratory PPE is chosen incorrectly, an appropriate seal cannot be established, leaving the employee vulnerable to workplace hazard.
For the last PPE is face protection, which is face shield.
A visor, a lightweight plastic or metal shell, and a suspension mechanism that connects the shield to the wearer's head make up a face shield. This facial cover is usually worn on top of the mask or goggles to avoid inhalation of poisonous agents or virus carrying aerosol droplets, as in the case of COVID-19. Every workplace has their own each environmental hazard, which means that the place has a potential threat to environment or people in terms of event, substance, or state. The first one is noise, which is the workers might be exposed to risk of hearing dysfunction because construction site is usually loud and has excessive noise. So it is important to wear a hearing protection such as ear muff or earplug to avoid the high risk. Next is falling things, because most of the construction work located in high place and things could fall from that place. The workers might have high risk from getting hit and hurt, as it also can lead to a bigger and serious accident. So it is important to wear a helmet. And lastly is working at height. Is a high risk for the workers from getting fall from working at a high place because of the unstable working surfaces, especially that works on off-ground. So it is important to wear a safety harness.
So lastly, let us watch a video on how to avoid getting a hazard in the site construction. First, do not start work without your induction. Second, the most importantly is do wear your PPE. Third is do keep tidy. Fourth is do not put yourself or others at risk. Number 5 is do follow safety signs and procedures. Number 6 is do not work in unsafe areas. Number 7 is do report defects and near misses. Number 8 is do not tamper with equipment. For number 9 is to be aware of services. And lastly is do ask for help.
So in conclusion, it is important to wear personal protective equipment PPE. It is important to keep the workers safe, and remember, wear a comfortable and fit proper PPE suitable for yourself in the construction site. Thank you.